The Bali Action Plan led to the 2009 COP15 held in Copenhagen. Developing countries, NGOs, civil society organizations, and climate activists all expected enthusiastically that a bold, visionary, and legally binding international agreement would come into place. The Copenhagen summit had been labeled Hopenhagen. Nevertheless, hope is a good breakfast, but a bad supper. COP15 brought the Copenhagen Accord, which aimed for countries to quantify emission limitation to below 2 degrees Celsius. Unfortunately, several countries pushed for the agreement to be non-binding, and as such, many nations didn't follow it. Still, during the Mexico Summit, or COP16 held in Cancun, the promises made during the Copenhagen Accord led to the creation of the Green Climate Fund, which would serve to finance developing countries' efforts in reducing polluting emissions. The mobilization of funds was further ramped up in COP17 held in Durban, where renewed discussions on the extension of the Kyoto Protocol came to the table. This led to the Doha Amendment created in 2012 during COP18. The Doha Amendment set the second commitment period of the Kyoto Protocol to be between 2013 to 2020. But once again, major polluters did not sign it. Finally, understanding that every country has to consider their national interests, COP19 held in 2013 in Warsaw created a mechanism of intended nationally determined contributions which grant the countries freedom and flexibility to adopt nationally appropriate climate change mitigation and adaptation plans. Hence, by COP20, held in Lima in 2014, all countries presented for the first time ever their commitments on greenhouse gas emissions, and this led to the breakthrough year of climate negotiations, 2015. For the first time in over 2 decades, a universal and legally binding climate agreement was reached during COP21. The Paris Agreement came to life, aiming to limit temperature rises to below 2 degrees Celsius. Nevertheless, there have been hiccups since its creation, and although groundbreaking as it seems, subsequent COPs haven't accomplished as much. Emissions continue to rise, having even set a new record in 2018. Many governments continue to lack commitment and especially action. And in the meantime, the climate clock is still ticking.